Right now, as you're watching this video, your device is having millions of conversations with computers around the world. A photo you just liked might have traveled through 3 different continents to reach your screen. But how is this even possible? Today, we're going behind the scenes of the most incredible communication system ever built. Believe it or not, the internet started because of nuclear war fears. In the 1960s, during the Cold War, the US military had a problem. If enemy missiles destroyed their main communication centers, their entire network would go dark. Game over. So they came up with a crazy idea. What if messages could take any route to reach their destination? In 1969, they built ARPANET, the internet's grandfather. The very first message was supposed to be login sent from UCLA to Stanford. But the system crashed after just 2 letters, LO. Talk about an anticlimactic start to the digital age. Fast forward to 1989, and a British scientist named Tim Berners-Lee was frustrated. All this data was connected, but it was a nightmare to navigate. So he invented something revolutionary, the World Wide Web. Suddenly, you could click on links and jump between documents instantly. It was like giving everyone a magic portal to any information in the world. By the 1990s, businesses jumped on board, and the internet exploded from a few thousand users to billions. Here's something that might blow your mind. The internet and the web are not the same thing. I know, but stick with me. Think of the internet like a massive highway system. The web, where you browse websites, is just the cars driving on those highways. But there are also trucks carrying email, motorcycles zipping around with video calls, and buses full of Netflix streams. They're all using the same road system. Your home Wi-Fi connects to your neighborhood network, which connects to your city's network, which connects to your country's network, which connects to, well, everywhere. It's like Russian nesting dolls, but with data instead of wooden figurines. Now here's what's really wild. The internet isn't floating around in some digital cloud. It's incredibly physical. Right now there are nearly 500 massive cables lying on the ocean floor, each about as thick as a garden hose. These submarine cables carry almost all the data between continents. Picture this. When you video chat with your friend in Japan, your conversation might literally travel through a cable at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, dodging fish and whales. These cables are so important that sharks occasionally bite them, thinking they're large eels. Yes, really, shark attacks are an actual internet problem. On land, your data races through fiber optic cables, incredibly thin glass strands that carry information using light pulses. These cables are everywhere, buried under streets, hanging from telephone poles, snaking through underground tunnels. The internet has a nervous system, and it's made of glass and light. Here's where the internet gets truly genius. When you upload a photo, your phone doesn't send it as one big file. Instead, it's like tearing your photo into 1,000 tiny pieces, putting each piece in its own envelope, and mailing them all separately. These pieces are called packets, and they don't all take the same route. Some packets might zoom through New York, others through London, and some might take a scenic route through Australia. It's like having 1,000 delivery drivers all taking different roads to avoid traffic. Special computers called routers act like super smart traffic directors. They look at each packet and think, the usual route is jammed. Let me send you through this other path instead. If an earthquake cuts a cable in Japan, your packets just shrug and find another way around. When all these packets arrive at your friend's phone, it's like a jigsaw puzzle reassembling itself. Somehow your phone puts all those scattered pieces back together in perfect order. Magic? Nope, just really clever engineering. Imagine if everyone in the world spoke different languages and used different addressing systems. Chaos, right? The internet would be the same mess without protocols. Basically, universal rules that every device follows. The most important rule is called IP, which gives every device a unique address. Think of it like your home address but for computers. Your laptop might be 192.168.1100, while Google is something like 142.250.191.14. But here's the thing, you don't type numbers when you want to visit YouTube, right? You type youtube.com. That's where DNS comes in, the internet's ultimate translator. When you type a website name, DNS is like calling directory assistance. Hi, what's the number for YouTube? That would be 142.250.191.14, connecting you now. There's also HTTP and HTTPS, the polite conversation rules for requesting web pages. It's like walking into a restaurant and saying, "Hi, could I please have the menu?" And the waiter responding, "Absolutely, here's today's menu." Except this happens thousands of times per second, and the restaurant might be on the other side of the planet. Your internet service provider, your ISP, is basically your gateway to this whole digital universe. But no single company owns the entire internet. Instead, ISPs make deals with each other, like neighboring cities agreeing to let each other's residents use their roads. The magic happens at places called internet exchange points. Think of them as massive digital airports where different networks meet up and exchange data. The biggest ones handle more information in 1 second than you could read in a lifetime. Here's a cool insider secret. Companies like Netflix and Google are so popular that they actually put their servers inside your ISP's building. That means your favorite shows might be stored just a few miles from your house, which is why they load so quickly. It's like having a convenience store in your neighborhood instead of driving to the next city for snacks. Let's trace what happens when you click on a cat video. First, your device checks if it already knows where that video lives. If not, it asks your ISP's DNS service for directions. Your request then hops from your router to your ISP, potentially bouncing through multiple countries in the blink of an eye. The server hosting that cat video gets your request and thinks, "Ah, another human needs to see Mr. Whiskers. Here you go." It breaks the video into thousands of packets and sends them racing back to you through completely different routes than your original request took. Your device catches all these packets as they arrive. Some might show up early, others fashionably late, and reassembles them into that adorable cat video. This entire globe-spanning journey often takes less time than it took you to blink while reading this sentence. So, there you have it. The internet isn't magic, it's something even more amazing. It's millions of people, thousands of companies, and countless miles of cables all working together to make sure you can instantly access any information from anywhere in the world. The next time you send a heart emoji to your friend or stream your favorite show, remember that you just orchestrated a symphony of technology spanning continents. Pretty incredible for something we usually take for granted, right? What part of the internet surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below.